Hello, and welcome back to the Kerbal Space program. My name is www.admin, but you already know that. Oh yeah, did I ever tell you that I installed Windows Shine? Just because I see that right now? Looks cool, doesn't it? That is a, as far as I know, that's a workaround done by a guy, or is that the official release for 1.1.2? I don't know. There was a little bit of working around done by people before the mod officially updates, and I don't know if they actually officially updated ever. But yeah, windows are shiny now, which actually looks more realistic than... Wow, like real reflections and everything. This looks cool. Really cool mod. Generally, mods I use are all cool. Can't wait for PlanetShine to actually get its experimental version that it's got for 1.0.5 currently to 1.1.2 or 1.1.3 whenever that releases. Since, you know, they're gonna do a little hotfix for the little bugs that are in this version. So we've got 100 days before we actually exit Elu's sphere of influence here. I'm gonna just time warp and F5 here for safety. There, manually go out of the high time warp, because I don't trust Kerbal Space Program with the highest time warp setting. It just does stuff that it shouldn't, sometimes. And everything lower than that, Kerbal Alarm Clock can easily handle. Probably could have handled the highest, but I don't want to risk it. Okay, close the alarm and unpause, and we are just a few seconds away from escaping. 17. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, escape. There we go. You are out of the sphere of influence, and as soon as we are here, we're doing this maneuver. There we go. Won't be able to get it that closely anyway. I'm gonna F5 here for safety, and then start time warping away from Elu. I don't trust it with the highest time warp, because we're still too close to Elu to not get captured again by weird, you know, floating point inaccuracies. Okay, so 17, 12, 20, so 2100 minus 1700, that's, as we figured out last time, about 400-500, depending on how well I burn. I'd say about 400, which should be easily enough to get the encounter with the atmosphere of Kerbin and even get ourselves a little bit slowed down before we actually enter the atmosphere. So I'm probably gonna go for a periapsis of like 40 and burn before we enter the atmosphere. So we're gonna get rid of the last bit of delta V there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say F5. This should be safe. God, this is slow. Going to Elu is like the slowest thing ever. I'm glad we're just gonna go to Jewel next time and everything else is further inwards. Until we get like the Outer Planets mod and stuff like that going. Those things are outwards. But for that I'm probably gonna get a better time warp mod of some sort. Where we have higher time warps available. Because, you know, physics-less time warp can actually exceed what KSP is actually allowing. Okay, apparently I lost focus on the window there, or the full screen game there for a moment. Because I had to click my mouse to be able to scroll in and out, which isn't normally a thing I have to do. Anyway, we are almost there. With this, I'm probably fine just burning a minute ahead of time. It's not even gonna be a minute, really. Pretty much exactly a minute. Close the alarm and pause and just Z. Okay, we overburned by like a fraction of a degree. Just gonna turn around and burn prograde like a little bit. That. I'm going the wrong direction. Okay. There it is. Oh, hello Eve. Okay. So this should be pretty fine. 25 kilometers. 25,000 kilometers. That's 25 million meters. If I just go like to here. Make sure that that is actually on that. Okay, good. If I just burn like the slight little bit inwards or outwards. Okay, faster or slower, that's not better either. Okay, inwards, outwards. That's a moon encounter, don't need that. That's just 24 meters per second to actually get a full on hit. So what we want to do is pretty much... That's 21, that's a little low. 42. Okay. And if I was to, about here, burn backwards by... minus, that's about 400 that's left by then. We get a 33 periapse, which should be enough to slow us down enough to actually get into an orbit. We're gonna just quick save before actually entering Kerbal to make sure that does work. I don't want to rescue somebody in interplanetary space. That's really not something I can do. No. I've done a bunch of these things. It's just too tedious. Okay. In any way, so time warp, and I'll see you at that maneuver node. So if you ever wondered why I usually did more than one mission at the same time and just use Kerbal Alarm Clock for stuff, this is why the incredibly long time warps. You look at the friggin' timeline of YouTube right now. My recording says 20 minutes. Now you know how much I cut you out up until now. And not much of that was the burnout from Elu. That was at last fucking episode 2. So, not much of that time was the burn from Elu's orbit down to Kerbin. Close alignment, unpause. Focus Kerbin. And make sure you actually do this right. X. Kill the maneuver node. No, don't. Fucking moron. Other one. That's what we were aiming at. That's better. Also kill that. So I can do this. Okay. Now is where we... That's exactly 70. I'm gonna F5 right here. And I'm not gonna F5 anymore after this. That's 42. Good. Gonna do this exactly right now. And if that's fine, then that's fine. If not, then we're gonna reload and retry that with a different altitude. But we've got 404 meters per second. Nice, 404. To burn once we're close to Kerbin. Right now we're gonna go for our encounter. This is where you go there. Hi, Kerbin. Hi. Is that Minmus or is that Moon? I think that's Minmus, and Moon should be closer. Or we can't see Minmus from... Oh, there's Minmus. That's cool. So that was Moon down there. Behind Kerbin. And anyway, sphere of influence change coming up in 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and boom. Okay. Now we do the usual thing where we make a maneuver node about here, or maybe more about here, and why is there a second one? There's just one node. That's better. Wrong button. There we go. Good that I'm not using fraps, because I would have just stopped the recording. Close that. About 100,000 over Kerbin. I'm gonna start burning backwards. Kill that. Yeah, that should be fine. We might do a second lapse or something, but 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full. So, this should take us down to about 35 meters, 1,000 meters on the periapse or something like that. Which should be fine. Okay, then we're gonna put this up here. We are officially inside the atmosphere. This should work perfectly. We shouldn't need SAS. Actually, keep the SAS on. How about you don't get stuck on me? Dear radiators? Surface? I wanna look kinda this way. No, I kinda couldn't turn sideways for the decoupling, so this went a little bit not as expected. We were too high, most probably. Now, if I just get an actual, like, orbit, that would be fine. Like, if my escape just doesn't happen anymore, then I'm fine. That's where I'm fine. Absolutely fucking fine. Because the rest is just re-entry. Even if my ablator is a little bit overheating. We can be fucking fine. Yeah, no. That ain't happening. We weren't deep enough. Yeah, we're outside the atmosphere again and we're still escaping. So, reload. Then we are limiting our engines by shutting half of them down for now. And Focus view on this. $30, that's oh, hey. My Eve clouds just disappeared. 31 is probably too low. Really? So might go ahead and the two that are still on, throttle them down to 15%. Um, 37. That's fine. So throttle that back up, throttle back up, activate engine, and then we're gonna go till here after the encounter and try that. My Eve clouds disappeared. That's great. Wait, that out there is Jewel, by the way. That wasn't Minmus. Was just also green. Minmus actually ain't visible from this angle. Most likely. And from this distance. Yeah. Close the alarm and unpause. Get the encounter. 20 seconds. There we go. I hope I can get my clouds back online. Eventually. Oh, hey! There they come in. And look weird. They're just standing still. Never mind, close alarm on pause, I don't care. Just... I don't know. This is weird. This time I'm gonna go ahead and Z right about here. Now it works. That's better. Okay. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn sideways. And go down to a 30 periapsis, which should hopefully work. And suddenly they have helmets. Whatever. Nice debris. Nice. Good job. Looks really cool when you explode. And shower me and fucking everything. I think that's also mod, by the way. Doing the whole shower in particles part. Houston, the heat shield is overheating. Isn't that kinda the purpose of a heat shield? You know? Protecting the rest of the ship from heat? Also, my people are pulling like 10 Gs. Wait. That's more like, if this is 15, then that's 5 Gs. Oh, hey, we actually have an orbit. Would you look at that? I think I hit the perfect height, where we just linger in the upper atmosphere long enough to slow down enough to go to the lower one. Because this looks pretty much perfect. Now all we need to actually have is a nice parachute deployment. That should work fine, right? And we're pretty much gonna land somewhere around here. Somewhere. So in the middle of the ocean. That's nice. Ocean is always nice. We're going down into the lower atmosphere. I like how window shine even reflects the cloud. See that? Ooh. I'm looking through stuff. That shouldn't happen. Still don't know what causes that, by the way. Okay. SAS off. Wait for the drogues to be able to deploy. See, everything's fine. Drogues out. I don't know if they just missed the texture in frickin' well, that's white. If they're just missing the texture or if that's something else. I don't know. That's a pretty huge fucking chute. We're 14 kilometers up and we're down to 150 meters per second. We've got quite a way to go. F5 here. And actually time warp until the chutes open. So that's 2,500 for the upper ones, or the smaller ones. At least if that didn't change with the mod. Seven, 6. 2,500. Yep, that's the drug shits. And the other ones... about 1,000, let's say. Yep. And we're down to 3.1 meters per second. Great. What the? What is that? Scatterer, please. Keep your water present. Like, why at a specific angle? Here. So from here to here. Wow. That's weird. Yay, graphics glitches. Whatever. I like the clouds. They look a whole lot better than they did in the first version of Eve. Really, the longer that mod exists, the better it looks. Scatterer, please, really. What is that? What is that? And why is that? I'd like my water to stay realistic. And like hyper cool looking. Because Scatterer's water textures are like, wow. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and jettison the heat shield. That's gonna fall down there. It swims! Ah, I love it. Good, 60 meters to go. Oh, come on. Make it look good. Thank you. And after 15 years and 200 days of flying through space, Valentina, Bill, and Bob Kerman are back on Kerbin, splashing down in the ocean like it's nothing. Recover the vessel. So much for the Elo mission. So I guess I'll see you in the next episodes to build the craft that's gonna go to the first Jewel Moon. And then we'll see about that mission. Till then, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, I'm WWDadmin. Bye.